adverse experiences affect our kids, and as they grow into adults, they're not strong enough. We haven't given them the resilience. And then we're all in it together. So my final message is, when we're talking about building homes, we're talking about building great kids, which leads to healthier adults, which makes us a stronger state and a safer and stronger community. So please, your generosity is huge. All of you being here today, I truly appreciate it. I know Habitat for Humanity and everybody else appreciates it as well. Get into a kid's life. If it's a big brother, a big sister, your YCAP, your YMCA, your Boys and Girls Clubs, whatever it looks like, I encourage you to find any way you can in this city to get into the lives of small children, 0 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to 10, 12 to 16, whatever it looks like, and help them work to build the resiliency they need. And I promise you, you're just making stronger adults that we can put into some very strong homes. Thank you very much.
My name is Denise Eason, and I lived in my home 28 years. I learned about Denise that I was stronger than I thought I was. And I learned that I was able to still take care of my kids, maintain my home where we was living. I learned that I had a lot of patience, and so, 'cause like I say, my mama lived here, and my mama been gone now about 23 years, but I'm glad she lived long enough to see me to get my own home, because she was so proud and stuff. She really was so happy. You thought she was happier than I was and stuff, so I'm glad that she got to live to see me. I started crying. See me get my home. Being a homeowner just means so much to me, and I really enjoyed my Habitat home like I did when I first day I slept in there on that living room floor. I still feel the same way. Habitat is the best thing that ever happened to my family and stuff, and I am so proud that we 3 generations of Habitat, and I just thank God for it.
My name is Tari Duncan Rodriguez. While my application was in process, then I began to work on some of my sweat equity hours. But with me working 3rd shift and then having a child and being homeless at the time, then it was more of a hardship and a barrier. So Habitat staff, they were more than generous in working with me, to accommodate those needs. What inspired me? Well, stability, safety. I've actually had to, leave my son at a shelter wired to go to work, and having to have those concerns, what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna wear the next day, or where you're gonna lay your head, that right there is traumatic in itself. Habitat doesn't just offer a home. They give you all the tools. It's like a toolkit. You choose what tool you need for what situation or circumstance is needed at that time. It's a joy. It's such a joy. And you're investing in something that's one day gonna be yours. That is what I love most about my home, and knowing that it will be passed down to my son, my daughter, my husband, It's a change for the family.
My name is David Bledsoe.
And I'm Deborah Bledsoe. The first time I heard about Habitat had to be about 2015.
And I said, this is where we used to stay. But we had to go. But not knowing that we was gonna meet with Habitat and come, they was gonna come and fix our home for us and everything. See, we didn't know this, but I thank God.
When things
God
happen,
is good.
And they came in and did a survey of what needed to be done, you know, and how they could take care of things. And it was everything. It was more than what we had anticipated, really.
They put a new roof on, put new windows in, carpet, painted, fixed the bathroom, shower.
It redid the stairs on the back door.
Right.
And repainted the shutters on the house.
The exact thing, just about what we made a list of, they were taking
They
care
took
of.
care of. I know it means a lot to the homeowners too. Yeah. Because, wow. Because when you live in a nice home and you're not worried about your roof falling in or, you know, something, and these people like us probably would not be able to afford to get it fixed. So that's why after that, I started going to the different homes and different things and painting and helping with other people's homes just like they came in and did ours. So what I learned by Habitat, through Habitat, was the love of the organization, the people that work there that are involved in the organization is about love and about giving back. I love that. I just want to feel like I'm giving back, you know, appreciation.
So we do try to stay not political, but David, I have to say you'd probably have my vote, so. All right, 35 years. What you've seen in these videos is a testimony from a family impacted in each of the past 3 decades. We're grateful for your support over these many years, and as we reflect on the past and the many other families that we've been able to touch the lives of, we're excited for many more years to come. We're especially grateful for all of you here today. As I mentioned, this is a fundraiser, so I won't make any bones about it. But home ownership, it's literally the key to social, economic mobility. It's like education. The impact actually transcends all of the social issues that we face today. It's at the core of them. The impact begins today with the home ownership that we offer each family, but it carries through for generations to come. It's a lot of front porches, as David mentioned, where they actually get to visit with their neighbors. It's a lot of adverse childhood experiences that we're able to avoid. This year, we'll be building 6 homes in partnership with hard-working families like Deborah and David, Tara and Denise. We're repairing and rehabbing 25 additional homes through our home repair and aging in place programming, which helps keep lower income homeowners and seniors in their homes for longer, folks that couldn't afford to make the repairs that they need. Especially with the age-related adaptations, we're able to keep seniors in their homes rather than having to move into assisted living or be displaced elsewhere in the community. It's a total of 31 homes this year alone, 31 families in Chattanooga whose lives will change. This afternoon, we have the opportunity to invest in them. Our original goal was of raising $60,000 here today, but thanks to a generous donation from Thrivent Financial, we only have to raise $40,000. They've given us quite a head start. Your donations today will help us break the cycle of poverty for lower income, hard-working families in our community. It'll also help break the cycle of generational poverty. Homes are a lot more than the 2x4s, nails, and sidings that make them up. They're built by individuals who make a family. They're filled with people who have dreams. They're made of hope, love, and stability, and hopefully front porches. And today, we have the opportunity to invest in their futures by paying for a piece of their homes. Unlike a regular auction, today you do not need to outbid your neighbor. Every bid will be a winner. You can buy the door to a family's future. You can buy the window to their dream, a yard or trees to provide safety and shade for their children to play. What we're going to be doing is we're going to auction off house parts. Again, every bid is a winner. At this time, I would like you to take out your phones. I know we have them here. I heard a couple during David's speech, so you can't pretend. I want you to text safety to 243-725. If you look at the table cards on your table, the instructions are there. There's also a QR code you can actually scan. Again, it's safety to 243-725. Within 30 seconds of texting that message, you should receive a link, and when you click on that link, you will be ready to make a gift. Text to Give link will also show you how to make it anonymously if you don't want your name to flash across the screen. If you would like assistance, you will notice that we have Habitat staff and volunteers right now that are primarily in the back of the room. They're wearing nail aprons to make it obvious. They have tablets. They can come help you. Or if you're like me and you like pen and paper, you will find a pledge card in your program. You can also write it down, and some of the volunteers will actually come and get it from you. I'm kind of old school, and I prefer to write it. I can actually see then. What we also want to do is, this is an auction, but it will be an auction without paddles. So we would like you to be acknowledged right away, and the way we'd like you to do that is to hold up your pledge card or hold up your phone as you make that gift, and someone should come around and collect the card if they need to. Is the thermometer slide up? It is not. All gifts made through texting safety to 243-725 will immediately pop into the thermometer. If you make your gift through Text to Give, we'll be able to see progress in real time. If you can see right now, we're at $5,390, so we have less than $35,000 to go. And now, I would like to get you ready to meet our auctioneer, John Sanders. John, if you could start making your way up to the stage. Again, each home starts with a parcel of land, a lot, and the infrastructure to build a home. I'm going to hand it off to Mr. Sanders today. We're going to start raising the roof. John Sanders is a professional auctioneer for real estate, and he's donating his time today to us. So let's please join him with welcome him with a great round of applause. Thanks, John.
Chief Roddy wasn't telling no story. You can't see nothing out there. Well, it's my pleasure to come and join you all today with raising money. I think I've sold everything that you could possibly think, but I don't believe I've ever done anything like this before. Because I've usually got an item, you bid, I say continue on. So I don't know what they want to sell first, so somebody might tell me what we're selling first. Okay. We're selling a lot. Okay. If you've never been to a live auction before, raise your hand. Well, that's how it works. Here we go. We're going to sell a lot. And like they said, you know, we're not here to outdo your neighbor. We're all in this together. We want to raise as much money as we can. Okay? Here we go. How much here? And $10,000. And $10,000 phone to the able to get $10,000 phone to the able to get $10,000. $10,000 phone to the $10,000. Who'll give $10,000 for the lot? $10,000. $10,000 to be able to get $10,000 phone to get $10,000. $10,000 to be able to get $10,000. $10,000 phone to be able to get $10,000. Who'll give $5,000? Who'll donate $5,000 for the lot? $5,000. $5,000. I believe they're all writing on their cards or something. $5,000. Who'll get $5,000 phone to be able to get $5,000 to get $5,000 phone to be able to get $5,000? Who'll give $1,000 toward the lot? We got to get this thing kicked off and started, folks. $100, $200, $300, $400, $400, $500, $600, $600, $700, $800 to be able to get $800, and $800 to be at $800, $800 phone to be able to get $800 phone to be able to get $800, $800, $700, $800, $800 to be able to get $800 phone to be able to get $800, $800, $700, $800, 700 to bid, $800 phone to bid, to get 800, 800 to bid, to get 800. 700, 800, 800, thank you, ma'am. 900 and 900, thank you. And now $1,000 phone to bid, 1,000, 1,000, $1,000 phone to bid, to get 1,000. 1,100, 1,200, 1,200, ma'am. You're out in the back. 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, ma'am. 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 1,100, 1,200, 1,100, 12. 1150. 1150. Once, twice, and final call. 1150. $1,100. Mr. Roddy. I guess is how we're doing it. I have no idea. Now listen. For those of you that bid and that were the backup bidders and the $300 bidders and the $400 bidders, if you all compiled your bid, we would be close to that $10,000. So if you would still like to say, well, I helped purchase a lot, you can go on that app and give that generous donation. Would that be right? Okay, there you go. Okay. And if you want to make a visible bid, raise your card and say, I'll give 300 or I'll give 200 or I was at 600 or whatever. If anybody wants to do that. Here we go. What do we have next? Siding. Here we go on the siding. 500, 600. 500, 600, 500, $600 phone to the $600, $600 phone to the $600, 500, 600. $100, 100, 100, 100, 200, 200 bit two, $200 phone to the bit two, 200 bit 200, 200 two, 200 bit two, 100 bit 200, 100, 200. Anybody want to bid 200? 200. Thank you, sir. That's what I've been waiting on right there. There you go. Wake them up. Let's go. 500, 600, 600 in the back. You want to be 600, $600 phone to the bid, 600, 600, $600 phone, 600, 500, 600, 5, 6, 500, 600. Anybody want to be 550? 550, 500, 550. Sold him 500. There you go. Thank you, sir. Drywall. $200. 200. Who'll give 2,500? Who'll give 500? 500. I don't know what the purpose of that light is. I promise I do not know. There you go. That's a lot better. No, hey, they know what we're selling. They don't care what I look like. Turn them lights off. Here we go. $500. Who'll get 500? And 500 in, 500, 600, 600, 700, 700. It's 700, 7, 600, 700, 700, and 600, $700 phone, 700, 700, 600, 700, 600, 700, $700 phone, 770, 700, 700, and 700, 700, 600, 700, 67, 67. Sold 600 right here. This young man at the table. There we go. Now what are we selling? We done sold drywall, kitchen cabinets, $1,000, 1,000. Thank you, ma'am. 1,100, 11. 1,100, 1,100, 1,100, $8,000, $1,100 phone to 11, 1,100, 11, 1,100, 1,100, 10, 100, be able to get 1100 olive oil, be able to get 11, 10, 11, 10, 25. We're raising money. She'll give 1100 if somebody bids 1025. Thank you. 1100, ma'am. Don't make a liar out of me. 1100, 1200, 1200, 1200. 1200, 1100, 1200, 1100, be able to get 12, 12 to get 1200 olive oil, 1200, 1200, 1100, 1200, 1100, 12. Thank you, ma'am. 1300, you're out again, ma'am. Don't never let a woman outbid you. 1300, 1400, don't never let a woman outbid you. 1400, 1400, 13, 14, 13 to be able to get a 1400 to be able to get a 14, 14 to get a 14, 13, 14. Are you done? 13, 14 to get a 1400 to be able to get a 14, 13, 14, 1350. 1350. So 1300 to the lady. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for bidding. Grass. Well, who'll give $500 for the first truckload of sod? All right, thank you. 500, 600, 700, 800, 800. You out again, 800, 700, 800, 800, 700 to be able to get $800 phone to be able to get 800, and 700 of it, 700, 800, $800 phone to be at 800, 700, 800, 800, 750, 750, 700, 750, 700 of it, 750, 750, sold, 700. Thank you. That's a big one. Buy 4 2x4s. $500. They quit breaking in houses and stealing appliances. They just started stealing the 2x4s. Here we go. Who'll get 500? You certainly can't build a house without those. 500, 500, 500, 100. Don't everybody bid at once. Thank you. 100, 200, 300, 400, 400, 500, 500, 500, 600. $600 phone to bid 600. $600 phone to bid to get $600 phone to bid 600. You're out in the back. 600. $600 phone 600. 500, 600. $600 phone to bid 600. 500, 600. 500 bid $600 phone. 500, 600. 500, 600. 5, 6. So 500 to the lady. Thank you. If you live in one of them nice neighborhoods Chief Roddy was talking about, you don't even need a front door. Here we go. Let's see. You ready? You ready in the back? 300. Thank you. 400. 500. Hey, don't do that. Do this. Don't go. Go. 500. 500. 400. 500. And 4, 5. And 400. And 500. 500. And 400. 500. Ma'am. And 500. 450. And 450. And 400. And 450. 400. 450. 450. Give me 425. Please. 425. 425. Thank you, ma'am. 450, ma'am. You're out in the back. 450. 450. Come on. 450. 450. 450. 425. 450. 425 to be in. Did it 4.5. Having to get a 450. 425. 450. So 425. Lady in the front. Thank you. Windows. I couldn't see the window up there in the corner. I thought, what are we doing now? Okay, here we go. There ought to be hands flying everywhere. You know, the average home has 19 windows. So we need at least $1,900. Okay? Who'll give 500? 500. Who'll give 100? Okay, wait a minute. Wait, hold them back up again. Okay, everybody that wants to give 100, hold your hand up. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, hand 5, 6, 7, hand 700, 800, 800, 900, and 900, 900, and 800, 900, 800, 900, out of 900, 800, 900, 800, 900, 900, 900, 800, 900, 800, 900. Wait, let's try something different. For all you people that held your hand up, if we'll give $110 apiece, we'll just let you all give 110, and we'll buy a bunch of windows instead of giving 800 for one window. Is everybody in agreement to that? Raise your card back up. Everybody wants to give 100. Look here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9, 10. There we go. So pay attention, ladies, that's gathering these bids, and get the bids. We appreciate it. That's a lot better. Now, we're going to put windows in one house. Thank you. Next. Uh-oh. Kitchen sink. This should be no problem. $75. Anybody want to be $75 for a sink? Ready? I know. Hang on. I'm trying to get these people involved over here. You'd think they fed them dressing or something. They're asleep. Here we go. 75, 100, 100. Somebody give me $100. 100. 100 to be able to get 175 to get 100. Thank you, ma'am. 100, 125. 100 to bid 125. 125, I have to get 125 to get 125. 125, 150, 175, sir. 200, 2 and a quarter. 225. 200, 225. 200, 225. Somebody else bids. We bought 3 sinks. 200, 225. 200 bid 225, 225. Thank you, sir. 225, 250. 250. Sold. 225. See, we got 3 sinks. There you go. Porch post. This shouldn't be hard. I know Mr. Roddy is going to give 100 because he's talking about them front porches. I wouldn't obligate somebody or put them under pressure. All right, here we go. Somebody give me $100. 100. Help build a front porch. 100. Somebody. $50. 75. 100. 1 and a quarter. 125, sir. 125. The lady behind you has got the bid. 125, 150. 150. 125 to be able to get a 150. 150, 125, 150, 125 to be able to get a 150, 150, 50 to get a 150, to get a 150. Thank you. 200, sir. 200. Come on, you can do it. 200. Thank you. 250. 300. Don't never let a man outbid you. 300. 300. Come on, 300. You come to give. That's why you're here. 300. 300. Thank you. 400. $400 here, did it 4 to get a 400, 400, 500, and 500 to be able to get a 500. Did you think of how many porches we're going to build? 500, 500 to be did it 500 once. I won't ask you again. 500, 500 to bid 500 to get a 500. Yes or no? Take a little short drink. 450. 450. Thank you, sir. 450, sir. You're out again. 450. Do you say it? 450, 475. You started this. 475. 460. 475. 475. 500. That's where we should have started. 500. 500. One more time. Please. Please. Thank you, sir. 500. 525. 525 and 500 of it, did it 525, and I sold it $500. Thank you, sir. Now, we can't begin to build a house without nails. Who'll give $50 for a box of nails? Anybody? Okay, hang on. Don't get excited. Okay, watch this. 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, ma'am, 70, 70. All over the room. Somebody can bid. You're about out of time to bid. 70, 60, 70, handed it 80, handed it 80, and 70, handed it 80, $80 phone, did it 80, 70. How many? Where have you been? Hey, you know what? I appreciate you, sir. And everybody in this room does also. 500, 600, 500 of it, 600, 600, 700. You're out again, 700 and 700. Let's raise a roof. 700, 800, 800 of it, 800, sir, and 800 and 1,000, sir, to be able to get 1,000 and $1,000 pound to be able to get 1,000. 800 to be able to get $1,000 pound to be 1,000. Did you say it? 1,000, 1,000, 1,200, 1,200 and 12 to get 1,200 and 1,200 of it, 12 and 1,000 of it, 1,100. 1,100. $1,000, 1,100. 1,000 of it, 1,100. Come on, look at me. Don't look at her. 1,100. 1,100. I don't blame him. I'd look at you too, but he's sitting there. 1,100. Give me 1,100. Thank you. 1,200, sir. You're out in the back. 1,200. Thank you. 1,300. There you go. That'll work. Yeah. All right. What about if you give 1,200 apiece and we got 2,400? All right. There we go. That's what we got. So far, we're not done. Anybody else want to join this train? Anybody else? We've sold 2 for $1,200 apiece, and we appreciate everybody. Thank you. There you go. How come I'm sitting at your table over there? Hey, we appreciate it. Are we selling anything else? Well, I can't. Hey, wait a minute. Now, I just want to know something. Now, I'm pretty good at this auctioneering, and I'll stand up here beside anybody that does it. I don't care where they're from or how long they've been doing it. Now, what are we going to do with this stuff here on the front? What are we going to do with this? I want to know, whoever's over this function, tell me what we're doing with these pumpkins. I think we ought to sell them, don't you? Don't y'all think we should sell them? Hey, Mr. Roddy, would you please come and assist me, sir? Thank you. Bring your dad and we'll know we got it done right. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to sell wherever Chief wants to start. We're going to start anywhere. We're going to sell them mums that we know ain't going to make it home before they're dead. There we go. So you thought I wasn't paying attention in class, didn't you? Okay, look here. Now here's something that you can take home. People want to buy something that they can touch, feel, look at, and show off. Okay? But remember, the people that has made your generous donations, drive by these homes and say, you know what? We did that. Not I did it. We, as a group and a community, we built this home. Okay? Now, pick us something up here and we'll sell it. Okay. $5, $10.